Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with another chapter, Unit 6, Rumpelstiltskin. This happened a long time ago in a country far away. By the side of a forest near a stream was a mill. The miller lived in a cottage close to the mill. His beautiful daughter lived with him. The miller was very proud of his beautiful and intelligent daughter. So, the story takes place in a country far away, which was situated by the side of a forest which has a stream. It was a mill. The miller, the one who stays in the mill or works, is known as miller, lived in that cottage close to the mill. Now this miller had a beautiful daughter, and he was very proud of his beautiful and intelligent daughter. One day, the handsome king of the country was passing the mill. He saw a pretty girl sitting near the stream. "Who is this girl?" the king asked his courtiers. So what happened is, one day a handsome king was passing through the mill, and what did he saw? He saw the pretty girl who was the daughter of the miller, and he was asking the question to his courtiers that, "Who is this girl?" "She is the daughter of miller who lives in the house near the mill, Your Majesty," said one of the courtiers. The miller heard the voices of people and the neighing of the horses. He came and was amazed to see the king on his white horse. So what happened is, after that, the miller found out that the king was on his white horse, and he saw him. He went up to the king and began praising his daughter. "Your Majesty," he said, "you're asking about my daughter. She is not only beautiful, she is very clever. She can spin straw into gold." "Straw into gold?" said the king. "Are you telling me the truth?" "Oh yes," boasted the miller, "I am." The king was very greedy. He took the miller's daughter back to his palace. He kept her into a room full of straw and said, "Come on, you're very smart. Turn straw into gold by tomorrow morning." He locked the door and left her there. The girl sat on the floor in a corner and wept. All of a sudden the door opened and a small, funny-looking man stood in the doorway. "Good evening," he said. "Why are you crying?" "I have to spin all the straw into gold by tomorrow morning," said the frightened girl. The tiny fellow limped into the room. One of his legs was shorter than the other. "This I shall do for you, my girl. Don't worry," said the funny little fellow. The spinning wheel went round and round, and the straw went round and round on it. As the wheel turned, the straw began to shine. By morning, all the straw was spun into gold by the strange little man. The king was astonished to see the gold. He became greedier. He gave the girl more straw and shut her into the room once more. The night the little man appeared again. This time, after he had spun the straw into gold, he asked the girl for her ring. The third night, the king gave her more straw. He said, "You are a very intelligent girl. If you spin this straw into gold, I shall make you my queen." Yes, the little man came again and spun the straw into gold. This time he said, "You will become a queen soon. Then you will have a little prince. You must promise to give me your firstborn child." The girl was ready to promise him anything. She said, "I promise. I shall give you my firstborn child." The king married the miller's daughter. She became a queen. After some time, they had a baby boy. The king and queen were very happy. That very night, the strange little man came to the queen. I have come to get my prize," he said. "Please don't take my son," cried the unhappy queen. That little man felt sad to her see her crying. He said, "All right, I will give you 3 days. When I return, you must tell me what my name is. If you guess my name correctly, you can keep your son." The queen was very upset, but she was a clever girl. She sent out all her courtiers to different parts of the country. She told them what the little man looked like. She said, "Find him and find out what his name is. I shall give a bag of gold to the person who tells me the man's name. The courtier went to every corner of the country. One of them came back and said to the queen, "In the middle of the forest, I saw this funny little man. He was dancing around a fire and singing. He sang strange words. Today I'll bake, tomorrow I'll brew, for a stranger will bring me a gift very soon. The queen will never guess that my name is a Rumpelstiltskin." The next day, the little fellow limped into the room. He said, "Tell me what my name is." "Is it Jim, Jack, or Joe?" said the queen. "No," said the man. "Is it Tom, Dick, or Harry?" she said. "No," said the man. "Is it a Rumpelstiltskin?" she said. "How did you know?" said the angry little man. He stamped his foot so hard that it went right through the floor. He pulled it out and hobbled out of the room. The king, queen, and their little prince lived happily ever after. And no, the queen didn't ever have to spin any more straw into gold. The king is happy. He didn't want any more gold. He knew that his family had made him the richest man in the world.